Now just suck out the fluid with the giant needle. I think this needle's too big. I'm gonna get a nurse.
Come on, man. Learn by doing. Learn by doing. Okay, maybe the needle was just a little too big.
Oh, you think?
Welcome to Flip the Vibe. I'm Duane.
I'm Nawal.
And this is the Arts and Culture Podcast with a twist. If you want to know more, keep listening.
Yeah, keep listening. So this is it, episode 2, Flip the Vibe. We're here. How you feeling, D?
I'm alright, man. How are you? We've got some good feedback.
First and foremost, give them their flowers first. Big up everyone that's listened, reached out to us, followed us on social media, subscribed, got their notifications on. Yo, thank you very much.
Yeah, man. And also, if you ain't, rate us.
Yeah, for real, rate us. I gave us 5 stars, no lie.
I gave us 1. Bit of balance in it.
That's fucked still. You didn't really give us 1 star, did you? I was about to say. Yeah, but we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok. You can listen to us anywhere. Just search Flip the Vibe on your favourite podcast platform. Today's episode, we're going to look at, on our opinion, the GOATest sitcom ever. The most goated sitcom ever, and that is Scrubs. Starting how we mean to go off, we're going to start off with the first episode of Scrubs entitled My First Day. Before we get into it, it's been a bit, D. I know you've been purposefully not sending me messages, so we've actually got shit to talk about
now,
here.
Every time I want to text you now, I just write it out and stick it in my notes app, and I didn't realise how much we text each other. I probably text you more than my missus, innit?
I know, bro. Every time, the amount of things and TikToks I haven't sent to you, just because, and even just dumb shit, bro, that I wanted to rant to you about, I just haven't even gone on about it. But, yeah, man. Well, I guess I'll... You
go first. You've been abroad, innit?
I've had a lot. So, last time we spoke, I was just getting ready to go on holiday, innit?
Yeah.
So, okay, let me paint a picture. I've got, 2 days left of work, innit? Before I've got to jet off to Crete. Trying to get, you want to just get everything sorted so you come back and it's just nothing.
Dad mode, innit?
Yeah, for real, bro. Don't think my daughter didn't get the chicken pox 2 days before I flew.
Yeah.
Bro, full on chicken pox, off school, in my yard, calamine lotion, flipping, taking her temperature. Bro, I'm trying to get the work done. I'm trying to get everything boxed off. Bro, not a chance. It was actually peak.
Have you had it already? So you was safe?
Yeah, I had it when I was 2, innit?
You can get that shingle shit, innit?
Yeah. My girl ain't had it, so she had to just stay away, innit? But I'd had it still, so... But obviously she went back to her mum on the first day. So I had her for 2 days, dropped her back to her mum with some, all the calamine lotion and all that.
Just fucking... filled the bath up with that pink shit and just dipped her in and picked
Remember that from holiday, innit? But yeah, so that was a major... So then I had just bare to do for work, bare to do for our party. But went away, went Greece, had a good holiday.
Wait. We gotta talk about the flight. You're going on like you're a jet setter.
Alright, so...
But we know you're prang.
I'm not prang. Bro, it's a metal box hurtling through the air. I'm not prang, I'm pragmatic. You get me? But nah, I'm not the greatest flyer. But my flights are pretty good still. My girl was in the airport lounge, but when the airport lounge is right next to all the planes.
Yeah.
So the moment we've got there to have a little relax, I'm just looking at all these planes shit, I gotta fly.
Find a destination plane in your head.
Bro, I swear to God, Soul plane fucked me up, But nah, I was cool still. I looked out the window and shit, flipping. Yeah, bro, I was actually alright.
See, that's how prangy he is. Man said he looked out the window like it's hard.
I don't look out the window still. My stomach don't like it. But yeah, I watched. What did I watch? I watched that new, the new Shazam film, The Fury of the Gods.
But I hated the first one. Is it as shit as the first one?
Yeah, it's as good as the first one.
Good.
No. For people that don't know, I'm the biggest blurred. For people that don't know the word blurred, it means black nerd. I'm the biggest black nerd out here, or at least in Birmingham. And yeah, I love anything that's comic book related. So a lot of films, D will
Someone's
be
going to call you out on that.
Bro, fuck that.
Gonna
Come
be
for
a
me.
beef.
Come for me, I beg ya. Dot it. Yeah.
Come with your lightsabers.
You're gonna come with the lightsabers. With lightsabers are basic.
You look like fucking Raj and Howard. You know, when they get them little lightsaber belts.
Oh, Big Bang. As if we ain't even brought up Big Bang on this
Innit?
podcast yet. Big Bang's another show we used to watch. But yeah, so the flights were good. Had some good stuff to watch. The holiday was sick, bruv.
Why is it like 4? It's only like 4 hours, isn't it? We went there last year, and when my brother got married.
You see what? This is how prang I'm a flying. I don't look at my flight as like how long it is. I look at like
Survival.
Nah. I take away like 20 minutes each side to like, because obviously you're going up and you're coming down in it, so that's not really in the flight. As soon as they say you're coming down, I'm relaxed in it.
That's
I'm
the
like,
most dangerous part.
huh?
You relaxing at the most dangerous part.
Nah, because think about it. Even if a plane crashes here and it's on a descent, it can glide. It's still got its air brakes. The plane's on the way up and something fails, bruv. You're just victim to gravity.
Yeah,
anyway,
true.
don't get me into it.
But anyway, if you drive a car, it's more risky than being on an airplane.
Do you know what? My taxi was crazy on the way to the airport. That helped. Bruv, the taxi driver was on smoke and that helped. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, I did think that. And the same on the way back. The transfer was some rickety fucking thing.
Yeah, like them, when you get there, them coaches and that, they don't give a fuck, innit?
Yeah, bro. But yeah, had a good one. Went out on the quad bikes, was up in the mountains, done like flipping 50, 60,000 steps.
Yeah.
And look, bro, on one day we done like 22,000
You
steps.
lost that punch, or did you put it? Did you lose that punch?
6 packs back, you know. Let me lift up my team still. Look at that, man.
Yeah, it's gone.
Back, baby. But yeah, so did that, come back, started getting ready for my daughter's birthday.
How did that go?
Really good, innit?
Kids everywhere.
Yeah. Had the invited the whole class, got the DJ in there and that. Everyone seemed to have a good time still.
Bro, you should have left one kid out. Would have been the start of some villain story in it, and you would have created that. Just pick the
I ain't trying to create Dr.
pick
Doom,
the
you know.
craziest kid, and then just leave him out. I'm assuming it's a bloke. Leave him out. Crazy, innit? If it's England, you'll just go crazy. If it's America, that's a school shooting ready to happen.
Trust me, bro. So I ain't fucking with these kids in case they do move to America. But nah, the party was good. Clover had a sick time. She was telling me it's the best party. Thank you, Daddy. All that kind of stuff. And then after that, we went to one of the Chin's kids' parties. Yeah. His daughters was after in it, so it's finished with mine. And his two youngest were at my party in it with his sister. So Mrs. Chin dropped them off, then went back to go set up for their party in it. So then me and Joyce drove everybody back with Cherry.
It's like the Paris Hilton of the baby party world. Just pure socialist. Like.
Trust me. So yeah, after the flipping princess, hero and pirate party, they all went to the 10-year-olds party and got ice cream and cake and that. So that was sick.
And I can see you peeling, bro.
Bro.
Some baby.
You see what? The one day I was just out there, because the first couple of days it was mild and it was a bit of cloud cover. Bro, the one day I'm just by the pool sipping my sippy. I was like, yo, why does my arm feel so tingly? Yo, I need to put some sun cream on.
Like when we went to Dominican and I was like, yo, I don't wear suntan cream. One day without it, my whole back was gone.
Bro, tell you the vibe flip for a Dominican. You know Rick and Morty when they land on that planet and the sun rises and it's just like,
yeah, screaming.
Bro, that's what it was like walking out your hotel room in Dominican. Every time I felt the flipping light on me, I heard the sun screaming.
It's like that for my brother's wedding, isn't it? Like, I swear it was like 40 degrees. And like, you couldn't go out in the day. Me and Siobhan, we was like, oh, fuck this, we'll go out in the day. Got halfway up the road, had to turn back, man, because you were just dying, innit? And then she's obviously pushing me about as well, so she's like, fuck this. Yeah,
then,
so...
Go on.
No, you go. I don't even know what I was going to say.
So, yeah, had the parties, and then that wasn't my daughter's actual birthday. Oh, yeah, shit. Man, come back to fucking training course. I forgot. I came back to my health and safety training course, so I've landed at like 3 a.m, got home at 4, slept till 7, hopped in the car.
What, you had work the next day?
Bro, yeah. No, I had a fucking training course. I got into the office here to box off a few things because I'm the only one doing my job in it and there's a couple messages while I was away. Boxed off a few things, boom, got to the training course. It's a day late because like they announced it because like when you do these in-person ones since COVID, innit, they fail enough times. Like I've had like 3 dates cancelled on me. So I booked the holiday. I was like, fuck it, it covers a holiday, but whatever, and man's just booking it. They're probably going to cancel anyway. And then we're like, oh, your course is going forward for the 15th of May. Like, dickhead. So I called them. They were like, yeah, you can just read the first page and it will send you the course materials. So I did that on the plane. Wink, wink. And yeah, so I come back. The day I come back, flipping land at 3, yard at 4, up at 7, out to the training course after boxing off some shit in the office, bro. So that whole week was just killing me.
Was the training mission or just...
Nah, it's a Cornwall Buildings just around the corner from the police headquarters.
Okay.
And flipping... So that was a 2-week course. And that was leading up to my daughter's birthday. So the first week I was on the course, it's coming up to the weekend of the kid's birthday. Second week of the course was actually Ute's birthday and my girl's birthday. And
yeah, they're like, they're apart or something.
Yeah, days apart. Because I'm an unlucky motherfucker.
Well, that's like me. I got my wedding anniversary and then Siobhan's birthday is about...
Bro, you and me are not the same, yeah? You got to choose your wedding anniversary.
But you chose your missus, that's your own.
I didn't choose her birthday. We're going like I Rick and Morty'd it back in time, innit? Come on, like, D. Let's put this bitch's birthday back a day or two.
Should have like made her fill out a form.
Made her fill out a form. The pre-stup.
Date of birth.
Oh no, I'm sorry. This conflicts. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, then this weekend I've just been out with my girl, innit? Done
Yeah, last night I saw. I was gonna text you that place that was sick, innit? What is it, Aluna?
Bro, yeah, Aluna. But we didn't. Okay, first off, so we went Edgbaston Digbeth Dining Club, innit? There's a Digbeth Dining Club in Edgbaston Cricket Ground. Yeah. It was on Friday, so I licked that.
Is that fucking square donuts there that they're banging?
You what?
They do like square donuts in it.
Nah, there was like 2. There was only 2 dessert places. Cheesecake, which I don't like.
Bro, that's the top tier dessert.
Bro, I don't like cheese.
Yeah.
Don't you know this about me yet?
You don't like money.
Don't like what?
Money. There's a stupid joke.
Oh. Flipping but yeah, I don't like cheesecake.
Yeah, but you don't taste like cheese.
Yeah, I just don't like it though.
You eat carrot cake.
Yeah.
You like carrot?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Because I'm not a 5-year-old that don't eat their vegetables,
nah,
do
bro,
do you not like carrot?
Excuse me, I eat mushrooms now, you know. I like carrots. No, I like most vegetables. I don't even want to talk about vegetables.
Me and you're going to talk about this later, man. If you're one of these men that don't eat their vegetables,
I'm alright now.
Now, how old? How old is now?
When did I start living with Siobhan?
Alright.
Like, how many? Like 6 years ago? 6 years of vegetables?
Yeah, that's deep.
Bro, I was born a vegetable. I don't need that.
Fuck. Yo, I was born dark, so I stay in at night time. Gotta get caught out when I smile. Flipping. So yeah, we went Edgbaston and then we went to Luna, but my girl just wanted to book something, so she's like, I'll book a Luna. If we can't think of anything better, we'll stay on it, innit? So we did.
What is it? Just food? I've never heard of it.
Food
before.
and drinks. It's a cocktail place, isn't it?
Okay.
They got like, they're like
Alchemist.
They're like direct competition to Alchemist.
Who's better?
Do you know what? I'm gonna put it like this: a Luna's more available. Like I feel like a Luna's where you're 20 to 30s, mid 30s go, but then you know like Alchemist. Yeah. If you want to spend like a bit of time in Alchemist, half a day. That's like you gotta have a good wage for that.
Yeah, your bank account's getting rinsed.
Yeah, I mean all cocktails are a rinse.
But how theatrical are they? Because I get guests on the theatrics.
Bro, they brought this thing to my table and it's vroom 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 with a fire. You know they do that. Yeah. So it's just as theatrical. They've got they got that bong one as well that looks like a bong. And bro, they're basically the same. They just each like their bong one's in a different glass and their zombies in like a slightly different thing.
In Alchemist, that colour changing one sounds sick, but when you put it in, it's like
it's
dead.
I didn't try it, but yeah. So, but then the dumb thing was, we realised that we was in a Luna literally the same day last year for her birthday. Yeah. We didn't even remember. We knew we'd been to a Luna before, but we didn't realise it literally went on the same day. If you watch my story now, you've got both of them. You've got the now one.
I thought that you just fucking reposted your own thing, and I was like, yo, why is he reposting his own thing?
Nah, that's the memory, innit? But I even used the same fucking yummy face as well.
It looks like you had the same food as well.
Basically, bro, we just kind of brought it separately. I couldn't eat nothing, no. I was stuffed already.
Yeah, so you've been living nice then, innit?
Yeah, man.
Well, while you've been doing that, I've been at work. But I have got one mad story for you.
Go on.
So, bruv, I swear this happened a couple of days after we posted the pod. This is how long I've been waiting to tell you. So, me and Siobhan were eating, like in the kitchen, the breakfast bar thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Frank, the dog, was chilling in the living room. And like it was a hot day, so like all the doors were open. Back door, conservatory. Then all of a sudden, Frank just like darts off the settee, like warm. And I thought, something in the conservatory fell over because there had some big boxes up there.
Yeah.
Then, past the door, the living room, just see a black blur flying. I'm like, what the fuck's that? So get off. There's a magpie flying around in the house,
Yeah.
like in the living room. Frank's like on it, like transfixed with this magpie. Goes in the conservatory. I shut the door. Frank's trying to kill this magpie. Siobhan's like screaming at him like, leave it. Like,
Let
really
him
bad.
munch it. I mean, no, RSPCA, don't let him munch it. No,
And
we
then
can't.
like she can't even because he's big in it. She's trying to drag him off. No chance. Mate, he pins it down, puts it in his mouth, and she's shouting, "Don't bite it! Don't bite it!" Then it tries to fly away. Man pulls it down, grabs it again, and then Siobhan gets him. I put him in the living room. She shoots the bird out. And
It survived.
Yes, wow. There might be a dark turn to this story.
All right.
So then, like, you think problem done, just sitting, watching telly, and like I see this like magpie hopping around on the grass and it can't fly anymore.
Shit.
So I think he's got a broken wing.
Is it still out there now?
Well, it's been about a week I ain't seen him, so I reckon the cat's like adding nothing.
Did you do nothing to help him?
Well, I don't know, you meant to phone RSPCA or something. I don't know.
RSPCA don't do shit for
I
birds. Don't you
phoned
know
them.
about when?
I
Oh,
did.
you weren't around?
What?
When you hadn't come back to us when Chin had the wood pigeon shut down over his garden.
I think I've heard about it. But
Yeah, so obviously Chin's the most like people see him out and about, you just think he's kind of cold hearted, innit?
Yeah.
And the mixed race brothers are always looks angry, but flipping basically the wood pigeon got shut down over his garden. And they like nursed it back to health and that. Rang up the RSPCA like, yeah, the pigeon's been shut down. We need to come and help it. Like, nah, we don't do birds. Everyone that came around to his half of the next week, RSPCA, dickheads, you know. Nah, man, it's hurt, blood. It's hurt. What's it meant to do? And Iran nursed it back to health.
and it survived.
Kept his dogs away
Well,
from
I'm
it.
saying this bird is alive somewhere then.
This bird's dead, bro. That's a flipping, I don't know, man, some game hen and some fucking little putty cats flipping.
Yeah, but there are bear cats around here.
Yeah, that's done. But yeah. So what else has been going on for you, man?
And fucking Fetty Wap. You heard about Fetty Wap?
No, what going for you?
Mate, he's been sentenced to 6 years in prison
Huh?
for drug trafficking.
Fetty?
Yeah, look.
Since when?
I saw it the other day. I was going to text you. But, like, you know me, I don't really like these rappers, but Fetty Wap holds a special place in my heart. Because he's basically my wedding song. That's what I tell people anyway.
He basically is, though, to be honest.
Because we had some like Becky Hill songs, and then after I was like, yo, we need to play
Some up-temps.
what was it called, Trap Queen, innit? Because when me and Siobhan first met, that was all over the radio. Every time I picked her up, it was in the car, innit? And it went off at the wedding.
Yeah, it did go off.
Everyone loved it, even all Siobhan's Grebo friends.
You're going to get in trouble, you know.
Yeah, listen to. Apparently, my brother told me, I didn't even realise I called him a girlfriend. Did you realise?
You what, called her your girlfriend?
Siobhan, my girlfriend.
Yeah, I think once or twice.
And he came yesterday and he's like, yo, Siobhan, how do you feel about him calling you his girlfriend? And luckily, my wife don't support my project, so she didn't even listen to it.
I don't think my girls will actually listen to it either. But yeah, I guess that's the biggest thing that's happened to us since the last time we recorded. We released the podcast.
Yeah, basically.
Forgot about that one. Almost screwed the pooch.
Yeah, so Fetty Wap's in prison.
Mm.
Man's got one eye already, so he might come out blind, innit?
Yeah, shit.
And
Obviously,
obviously,
it's gangster though, ain't it? Really, it ain't like no.
yeah, I think he's proper, but who knows? But remember that the second tune he brought out, and he whispered, "I'm a devil worshipper," and everyone went like, "Yo, he's Illuminati and all that shit."
Oh, no, I weren't following it that hard, man. That's when you were supplying me with all my news.
Yeah, and then I've got onto season 2 of the Wu-Tang program.
Oh shit!
But the best episode ever, I think, so far, when he's making Protect Your Neck.
What? Yeah.
And it shows you how he controls the beats, but it shows you in his mind and like
Yeah.
he's talking to the drummer and all that shit.
Yeah.
Bro, that is sick. I had to. I
that bit.
twice.
Yeah. It's sick. And then when Ghostface comes in there with him as well.
Yeah, and then every time they lay a verse, it goes into their head and like my man's spraying it on the wall and that. Yeah, that was sick.
I don't know if I probably ain't got to this bit, but I think when he's doing the album and he's like trying to wrangle them all for their songs and that, it's like each member has their own episode with it's like a little fantasy episode. Sick. Like flipping ODB's one, it's like he's a comedian called Dirt McGirt and he's about to get sacked for it because his comedy's too real and it's like it's for dirtbags in it. But like I think it also shows what was going on in his life at the time and that. It's kind of sick.
Yeah, I was like season 1 was good in it, but he like didn't hook me. But like season 2's hooked me, man. Like
trust me,
sick in that, innit?
No, I love the we have to do an episode about it, but the mathematics, man.
Yeah.
I feel like I think it's like I don't know. I'm not too up on the
It's them Israelites, isn't it?
No, not Israelites, bro. It's the other one. What they call it?
Oh,
the Nation of Islam.
Yeah, that's the one.
And I think like it's a sect to do with a guy called Shabazz or something like that.
Kendrick on them. He's on them, isn't he?
Huh?
Kendrick's on them, isn't he?
On what?
The Israelites.
Israelites. I don't know what
I
Israelites
like
is.
in the album,
I think Israelites is what got.
It's like a religion, isn't it?
Nah, it's like a people. I don't know. I feel like when I was a kid, people used to talk about Israelites like reggae and Rasta and that, innit?
Yeah.
But now, like, I don't know. I feel like calling black people Israelites is what got Kanye West in trouble. So let's just stay away from that one for now till we do our research, bro.
Especially me.
Let's wait till we're gonna have to watch a show about that first and then come back on it. But yeah. Woo. I love the woo and I love the mathematics still.
Yeah. And then what about you? Like, if you got the Gets thing to bring up in it, but J Hus is back as well, man.
Yeah, I seen J Hus is back.
Hard.
I seen J Hus is back. I ain't heard no tunes though. Has he dropped music?
Yeah, he's got one tune in it. It's hard. And there's
watch
one line in it that's because you know he's fucked. Yeah. Man says murder gives him a boner.
What's his nutty, you know?
Yeah, innit?
But yeah, and then obviously, yeah, I guess I don't know if this is a recommendation or what, but I've it's on repeat. It's on repeat in my car. So hold on, let me get this right. Find out what the tune is called. But for anyone that don't know, anyone that's never heard of an artist called Maverick Sabre. Maverick Sabre was like, I don't know, it was from the dubstep days, innit? He had a big tune with Professor Green.
Now the first tune that I Need, innit? That was the first tune I heard from him.
Yeah.
You know that? Oh yeah. I Need that one.
Yeah.
And for some reason, every time I fly, I put that tune on when we're taking off, and then there's a Frank Ocean tune called Pyramids that I play as well. But I don't know, like there's no rhyme or reason. I just play them every time we fly. I play them two tunes. And
yeah, that's weird, man. Last thing you want to listen to in case you die.
And I look out the window, think of a hero.
Fuck you, man. But yeah, so Maverick Sabre is sick, soulful artist. Like, I don't know, like imagine Drake if Drake was more soulful.
It's a bit like, even though I don't really like this geezer, you know that Dermot Kent.
I was gonna say it's a bit like Plan B, but like more so. Nah, a bit like Plan B still.
Nah, there's an Irish geezer called Dermot Kennedy or something, and he's a bit like him in it. But
I don't know.
Anyway,
either way, Maverick Sabre.
Before we go into the tune,
yeah,
Maverick Sabre, he had to re-release his first album in it because the record label mugged him off and got all his royalties. So there's two of the first albums on Spotify, but play the one that's. Let me get it right.
What? Not the first two ones.
Yeah, one of them like got re-recorded and he gets all the money in it. The one that's obviously been released is called Lonely Are the Brave, but it got released in 2022.
Re-released in 2022, innit?
Yeah, because he gets the money for that. But if you play the other one, the record label's like getting 100% of the money.
Okay, anyone that likes Maverick Sabre, listens to him, listen to what D just told ya. Lonely Are the Brave was re-released in 2022. Make sure you're playing that one for the brother. But the new tune he brought out, bro, I just saw it because I love Gets in it, so it was on my radar. Like, actually, it was advertised to me by Spotify, but it's got a tune out called Essence. So it's Essence featuring Maverick Sabre, Gets, and Tamir Hassan. Bro, did you listen to it?
Yeah.
What did you think?
Yeah, it's
sick, innit?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm in my car, all the way up, just screaming it, singing Maverick Sabre like I've got a singing voice and that. Bro, I love the tune. Gets goes in on it as well. And then the message at the end, you hear that?
Yeah, I've heard that before. Is it from?
It sounds like maybe not Ray Winston.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's him or it's the English guy from You in the latest. You watch You? No, you won't know then. I can't remember what it's called. He's in a few things, but I think it's an English actor. We'll have to look into who did it. We'll say.
Because I was listening to it because when you text me, I was in the garden, so I put it on. And then the end bit, I was like, I swear I've heard this little speech before.
But the end speech is deep still, just about flipping. Well, we'll do an episode on it anyway, but if you're open-minded, you want a new tune, try Essence, Maverick Sabre, featuring Maverick Sabre and Getz and Tamir Hussein, out 2023. Oh, it's a Still Bangles tune.
Oh, is it? Oh, he put out an album. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's on the Still Bangles thing. And that's why he mentions Bangles at the end.
Nothing will beat that Jamie line about them. It's like Still Bangles. I can't remember what tune that's on, but that line's.
I know. I think it's I don't know. Look at it. It's on my playlist. I know it's on my playlist though.
It's like a Mabel tune, isn't it?
Yeah,
Mabel.
But this is. I don't know. Are you happy with this to be the first official Flip the Vibe recommendation?
It had to be.
At the end of the day, just for what's being said at the end, go and have a listen to it. Get it on your playlist, people, and we'll do an episode about it one day, innit?
Yeah, standard.
All right then. Well, I think it's about time we start. I don't know. You got anything to gas about, or we done?
No, I've got one thing to guess about, but I'm saving it for next week.
All right.
The reason why I'm broken it, so stay tuned.
Oh, you know the reason why I'm broke?
Because you got a
crotch fruit.
Because you got a kid and a missus, well, a new missus, and you've been on holiday.
Oh, bro, you know what I got her for her birthday?
Go on then.
Got her cause
Pandora.
No, bro. Don't watch me. Pandora. Who do you think I am? Pandora. Nah. Fucking. I don't know. I was gonna say what's a Victoria Adam then? Is that the Argos one?
What's that? Elizabeth Duke.
Elizabeth Duke, yes. Nah.
We all had a Elizabeth Duke sovereign back in the day.
Yeah, trust me. Well, not sovereign, but I had the little cross in it.
You didn't have a sovereign.
No. I weren't white, bro.
Did you have the ganja leaf sovereign?
Nah, do you know what? That ain't fair. Zeph had a sovereign.
I was gonna say.
But I don't know. It weren't my thing, the sovereign rings. I had just the cross in it.
He was too busy with like a Power Ranger ring.
My cross in it, the chain was so thin, it snapped when I went swimming.
But yeah. Gonna say it snapped when there was a bruise.
Alright, so I'll do this quick then, and then we'll go on to the thing. So, bro, for weeks I've been asking my girl, what do you want? Perfume? No. A bag? No. Coats? No. I'm like, do you know what? I'm not going to ask you anymore, because if I'm going to ask you, you're going to say no. If I just get it for you, you're going to be grateful, innit? So I got her like a Nike trackie. She likes oversized shit, innit? And I'm trying to get her away from Adidas. So I brought her like a Nike trackie.
Why are you hating on Adidas?
Because Nike's better.
Okay then.
He says he did Adidas t-shirt on. No, I just got it. You know, I don't not wear Adidas. I've got one or two, but I'm a Nike guy, innit?
Nah, I wear. I don't know. I've never really like affiliated with
anything hard.
Clothing brand. I don't know.
Because you're the only person I know that still got Reebok, but sick Reebok. Like, I remember like a couple of years ago, when we stood at home, you got them sick pump-ups.
Yeah.
Like,
It's annoying me now. I only bought them because they were cheap, but now they're coming back in fashion. They're getting more expensive. I went to buy Fila, but it was too cheap and they felt horrible in it, so back to Reebok. If you want to sponsor me, if you want to sponsor a disabled man trainers, it's a bit pointless because I'll never walk in them. But
box fresh.
They're always
every day.
You know that episode of Cribs where Fat Joe licks the bottom?
Yeah, you do that
I
all the time.
Every day.
But so I brought this little tracksuit and I got her some Made by You dunks in it to make the trackies. With JD on the back, bruv.
Yeah.
Which brings us sweetly into our episode.
Professional links.
You know that. So so what, you watched it today, did you?
Yeah, I watched it. I woke up, text you what time you come in. You give me some bullshit time, and then I watched Scrubs in it.
But when have I ever been on time though? I know it's bad. I'm just optimistic, honestly. Nah, I got mashed up on the M6 though.
Yeah, that's why I said come early. For some reason, the motorway is more busy on weekends and weekdays.
Bank holiday, though, was swallowing it.
Yeah, all the idiots in the caravan.
Yeah, trust me. But yeah, so Scrubs, the most goated sitcom in our opinion.
Yeah.
Many lessons have been learned from the hallowed series.
How many times do you reckon you've watched this one episode?
Well, see what, yeah. This is something I thought of, actually. Like, rewatches didn't exist back in the day. You just turned on the telly and you had to watch what you was watching, innit? Like, like, if you watched it on Channel 4, it was on one season. You watch it on E4, it might be on another season.
Yeah, I never seen... The first time I watched Scrubs, it weren't episode 1. It was just... There's
Scrubs
a weird channel on Freeview called ABC.
Yeah.
That's how you
Yeah, of
found
course,
it?
man. This is why me and you are bros, you know. ABC on Freeview. So, wait, it used to be...
Bro,
The Rules to Date My Teenage Daughter.
Yeah, me and my brother used to watch That Ain't Simple Rules.
Yeah.
Like, loads, and
Yeah.
that was on like 1 p.m. or something.
Yeah, I used to look. In the morning, they used to have Ed on, you know, with JD's brother. And Claire from Modern Family.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Ed in the morning.
Yeah.
Flipping, they used to have Scrubs.
Man loves Ed in the morning.
Yeah, Ed was sick, man. In the bowling alley.
Yeah.
Flipping, 8 Simple Rules to Date My Teenage Daughter.
Yeah.
Rules of Engagement.
I know this is nothing to do with the episode, but when my man really died in real life,
Who?
the dad in it,
Oh, yeah.
then
JD's dad as well.
and then they killed him in the program because he died, and it was like the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. It was the first time I was like, right, this is fucked.
Do you know what as well? That was the first time I got introduced to Kaylee. Is it Kaylee Cuckoo?
Yeah. Cuckoo.
That was a start. And you know what as well, yeah? Car. When you're a grown man watching TV, yeah, you can't be like, I don't know, shouldn't first above thirsty. You get me? But like, when I was 15 and watching them shows, or 18 and watching those shows, yo, that shit was cool and I was in love with all them chicks, man. And Kaylee Cuckoo was one, man, for real. She was paying.
I preferred the geeky sister.
The ginger one, yeah, same here still. I like to both in it. You don't have to pick, it's a fantasy.
And the mum in it.
Oh yeah, the mum, she's Leela from flipping Futurama.
She's also the mum from Sons of Anarchy, isn't it?
And she's the mum
Gemma.
from, and she's the OG mum from flipping Love and Marriage. Ted Bundy.
I ain't watched that.
No, Ted Bunty. Not Ted Bundy. You never watched it? You know the dad from Modern Family?
Yeah.
It's a show that he got big on. His original show back in the day. Yeah. And the mum, that was his wife, innit, Leela. That's why she's in Modern Family and it's a big joke. Because they used to work together. Anyway, back to Scrubs. So, we're looking at Scrubs, the first episode, for multiple reasons, but I don't know, you gave it a watch this morning.
Anyway, you didn't answer how many times you reckon you watched it.
Oh, how many times?
Yeah.
Bro, it's uncountable.
Yeah,
If you put the TV
I was
shit
trying to
together
work it out.
with the actual watches, I don't know, because since it's been on Stars on Disney, I've probably gone through it 4 times.
Yeah.
About
like all the way through.
All the way through. But I had a big breakup, man.
I reckon I do like once a year.
Yeah. It's like what is it from How I Met Your Mother? If you're not watching the Star Wars trilogy every 3 years, then the dark side's won. Yeah, for real, man. If you're not watching Scrubs at least once a year, Calso's won.
Yeah.
But yeah, Scrubs close to our heart. So what we got into the episode. I watched it yesterday and I made some notes on it. Obviously, I think straight away is like, I couldn't sleep last night. I'm like, bro, you know that earthquake that happened in Birmingham?
Yeah.
I slept through that, you know.
Did you?
Yeah, my mum cooked because we had like a metal fire escape on the side of the house. It's clanking. My mum's like, I come running out the room. I must have been about like 12, 13. Come running out of the room to check him. I'm just in the bed shaking and snoring. That just reminded me of that. Just
I had like a portable TV on like this trolley thing with wheels. And I used to pull it to my bed and watch TV. And then I woke up and I thought I saw the TV like going across the room.
Yeah.
But I thought, oh nah, it must be a dream. Went back to sleep. And my mum was like, there's a big earthquake last night. I was like, I thought my TV was like gliding across the room.
So you woke up but you didn't realise and went back to sleep.
But I Homer Simpsoned it.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, but we've all been there in it, like interviews or something, like either nervous or hype, you just can't sleep.
Yeah. I get it.
I don't sleep anyway.
I get it when I'm about to fly.
Just look out the
I
window,
couldn't
man.
sleep last night. Got a flight tomorrow. But yeah, man. And then straight away, you get introduced to JD, the main character, who's this trainee doctor. It's his first day after med school. And this dude's just goofy and nervous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Goofy and nervous.
Man's got a 6-pack hench.
Yeah, I know. Now he's just skinny still. Oh, now he's hench, innit?
Now he's a hench old man now.
Yeah, trust me. I was gonna say his first day as a doctor, and he's feeling like the man. Like I like that because
until he walks in.
I was gonna say it all goes to shit the moment he walks into. It's like flipping a war zone, isn't it?
But have you noticed how, like, because it's the pilot, it's a different hospital.
Yeah.
And it's so run down and that. And I think Bill Lawrence, the creator, said that he wanted it to be run down to prove, like, that there's no money in the hospital and, like, the insurance company, because it's in America, take all the money. But when they got picked up, ABC, whoever it was like, nah, we need to make it look nicer in it. Yeah. So that's why in episode 2, it's all white and, like... Nice again. Yeah, it looks like some soap from America hospital.
Yeah. But yeah, flipping. That's the one thing that I thought was mad, or that I thought sitting back when I used to watch, like, because before Scrubs, it was like what ER, Casualty, those kind of things, like the hospital.
Casualty's still on, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was watching Gogglebox last night and I heard that episode of Casualty and I was like, is this still on? And
I said a neutrino 8 off of that.
Yeah, but also I find it hilarious that the first thing he learns is not get sued. Not like we're here to help everyone. It's like, yo, don't get sued. When he's in the classroom with Ted in it. And do you notice how, like, cartoony Ted was? His hair's all like Krusty the Clown in it. It's all, like, about in it. Yeah, so it's mad.
Yeah, well, flipping that's what I was saying though. My first thoughts, like, I don't know, following JD were like, after seeing all the hospitals that I'd seen on TV, like, this ain't the hospital I was expecting. You get me, there ain't no sexy doctors, there ain't no beautiful nurses, like, there's nothing going on there, everything's just like dead out. And then, like you're saying, we get like a little flashback of their, like, intro training, and then you get like your introduction to Turk as well, who's JD's best friend, the 2 greatest men in the world, which we take some inspiration from. But you know what? I didn't realise this. I never really checked it. But the first thing in their friendship that they do is, first off, JD talks about rap music.
Yeah, that's what I picked up on that. Like,
Turk calls him like the whitest dude ever. And then flipping, they confirm that JD can't say the N word even if he's singing along. I was like, yo, that was like.
We've all been there.
Yeah, but I don't know, I think it's cool because at that time, those are the kind of things that happen in them kind of friendships, and it was like, they've already got this shit box stuff, you get me, it's cool, you know what I mean?
This made me think of, like, saying the N-word and that, like, do you remember when that tune was out, Drake, and was it The Weeknd, get your nose off my keyboard, and then, like, there's a room full of N-words, like, where's in mono, obviously, because we lived in mono. That tune came on and the DJ cut it out, like, on the N-word bit, and, like, just, like, loads of women just screamed it, and Chim was like, what the fuck's going on here?
Exactly what happens when you don't cut it out. Yeah, man. One thing I noticed was, you know, that flashback and they're like, we roomed together in college and in med school, and we got accepted to the same hospital. See, when they're hugged and they're both, like, push each other away, they're like, shit, we shouldn't. Bruv, how different is that to the end of the series? I like the way they grow. Like, obviously, like, they didn't start off like that. They started off like us, because if I ever hugged you on accident, bro, I'll be looking to see if anyone saw stuff.
Even now, like, if you hug me for no reason, I'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? But, like,
unless you know me since I'm little and that. For real.
I find it funny that they're painting Kelso as like, this episode's got the big bait and switch in it. They're like painting Kelso as the good guy, and then they're painting Dr. Cox as the bad guy. But, like, the payoff is, like, not to the right the end of the episode, isn't it? But then, like you just said, the end of the series, like, the whole thing,
everything flips in it. Nothing starts.
Nothing changes.
Yeah, bro. Look, I've got it on the way through. They've done it with every character as well. But first of all,
apart from Carla,
nah, bro. Of course not.
She ain't changed.
Of course she has, bro. She was a feisty Latina that didn't need nobody, and now she's like the wife, like the wife who backs her man. She was a single woman feisty, and
but she's still feisty in season 8.
Yeah, but at the same time, bro, you get to see her neurosis, her soft sides, like death of her mother. You get to see her break apart postpartum, bro. When you saw Carla at the start, did you ever think postpartum?
Nah.
That's what I'm saying. In my head, through watching the series, it kind of gave me a different look at what a strong woman is. You get me? Cause I think when I was younger, it's like, a strong person is someone who none of this shit happens to in it. When really a strong person is just someone that survives all this shit. You get me?
Yeah.
But I did want to say, obviously, the guy that plays Teddy Buckland, what's his real name? The actor? 1 second.
We're mugging him off now.
No, I ain't mugging him off still.
That's
why I'm searching it right now to show it.
And it's something like
Sam Lloyd.
Yeah, that's the one.
The actor Sam Lloyd, because he's actually he's Christopher Lloyd's nephew, the guy that plays Doc Brown in Back to the Future.
Is he?
Yeah, did you know?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's Doc Brown's nephew. But obviously Teddy Buckland died in lockdown, innit?
Yeah, he had a brain tumor, innit?
Yeah. So obviously I'm not someone that like dick rides on dead celebrities.
Yeah, I never posted anyone, but I fight when he died, and I fight when Proof died for
yeah. So just a little shout out to Teddy Buckland, still flipping the real man. Like obviously he changes so much in the show as well, even though he doesn't.
He's got to be one of the funniest like side characters of the whole thing, innit?
Of course, man. Yeah. So R.I.P. Sam Lloyd for real. You meant something to us, bro. You poor sad sack. Teddy Bucks. And then I think after that, after you see Ted, that's when it first intros you to Calso. And it does, like you're saying, it's a bait and switch. Yeah. Calso's the safety net, the nice old man, the chief of medicine.
What, like, when you see him, like, obviously we know too much now, but when you see him, it just looks like your granddad, innit? Some nice old geese that'll look after you. And then, like, by the end of the episode, where it switches him hard and he's like, I only fucking carry this.
Only carry this clipboard so I can try to remember your names. I can scratch you off it.
You're just a pair of scrubs to me. That was like, that was sick. Yeah. And then he's like, who's the bad guy? Who's the good guy? And then like,
hold on, you're skipping to the end too quick, man. But yeah, that is the big bait and switch. But yeah, do you know what? I didn't realise until I watched Scrubs that there was like a hierarchy in a hospital. I just thought it was like, obviously I was younger, you don't realise there's a manager at work and that, but I just thought it was just like bare doctors in a room, you get me, and everyone just goes and does their shit in it. Like,
I suppose for me, because when I was younger, I was always in the hospital, so like I knew they were like I don't think we have residents and all that, but I knew they were like junior doctors, and I've spent my life, I go to doctors and they'd be like, do you mind if so-and-so watches? Yeah. And then I'm like, well, I ain't going to say no, people need to learn, innit? And then like, I had this one surgeon when I was younger, like, I reckon I was about 10, and he used to like, you know, them dictaphones, he used to talk into that and be like, yeah, I need to like cut up this and that, and it used to scare the shit out of me. I was like, why is he talking into that machine? Like, it's like really scary and that. And now I just know he's just recording his own voice in it.
Yeah, just easy to making notes in it. Oh shit, but yeah, I guess that's something that you didn't need, but like, the hierarchy, that kind of caught me off guard a little bit. And then obviously we see like, they kind of give you the big split in it. Like, I like the way they kind of make it like high school as well. It's like, your medical interns.
Oh, wait there. Are we missing the Carla bit, or we?
Nah, Carla's later still. Later? Right. Yeah, because first you meet Elliot. Yeah. So obviously, and they do the whole like, the surgeons are going out for a beer, the medical are playing Pac-Man, and then Elliot comes up. I think it's joking though, because it's like Turk tries to turn the swag on. It's like, are you surgical or medical? Man tries to give it like, as soon as he says medical, man's like, it's done and it's over. But I like that because it's like, you think that's like a pre-prac they had already. It's like, she's surgical, she's yours. If she's medical, she's mine.
Or you just thought, fuck it, I don't want a geeky one, innit?
Yeah, trust me, I think that was it still. Like, here is the biggest 180 in the entirety of Scrubs. Man sees Elliot walking up the stairs and says, your butt looks like two Pringles hugging.
Yeah, that's why. And then for the rest of the whole thing,
she got the flattest ass. They make jokes. Oh yeah, I like my ass flat like they old cardboard. But that was the thing that gave me jokes. So that goes into the first fantasy. Like, they're going up the stairs. She's just chatting all the neurotic chat about her dad thinking she's a boy and naming her after a boy and that. And then flipping, she's like, what is it? She's like, are we racing?
No, he goes, are we racing? And then she says like,
no.
And then she just starts running
fast. And then in his head, it's like, I'm not that desperate, am I? Bro, I've realised, and I can't believe I didn't realise it before, the biggest thing that Scrubs pointed me out to is how much you lie to yourself, bro. Yeah. Because he's saying, nah, I'm not going to chase after her. And then straight into a fantasy of my man running a marathon after this thing, you get me? And I think the jokest thing is that when it comes out of the fantasy, Man's actually been running. It wasn't even like he was just thinking about it. Man literally blew down that hallway, making her look stupid. He's out of breath. She's fine, bro. She's not even sweaty. Man's doubled over like... Man just done the flipping dirtiest Usain Bolt down the corridor. I think that's brilliant. But I noticed him through this episode and probably through the series, my man lies to himself. So like, what he says doesn't match what he thinks. But he is quite aware of it, which I think is good. But that's something because I feel like I'm kind of like that.
The next one I've got is the introduction of Carla when she calls him Bambi, innit?
Yeah. That's what I've got as well.
Obviously, he calls him Bambi because man ain't found his leg shit, and like she's there to support him, innit?
I like the way straight away they pop a joke in there that just proves that Carla's always right.
Yeah.
You get me? It's like, oh, don't look at me when we're moving somebody. Why? Clonk. And I feel like that's a subtle way of just being like, this woman's going to be right all the time. Even when she's wrong, she's going to be right. You get me? And which brings you straight into Dr. Cox, like the father figure.
Yeah, when he says to him, let's jump into the end again, but he's like, you're not my dad or something like that. And it foreshadows him sort of being his father figure.
Nah, definitely. But yeah, it kind of jumps in. And it shows the best of Dr. Cox in it. Man, sarcastic, he's rude. Man, doesn't explain anything without making a stupid point.
He's all about business as well. He just wants to get it done.
And JD opens his mouth to like flipping to be like, whenever like, it's funny, right? Yeah, because JD is positive with everybody apart from Dr. Cox. Dr. Cox is the only one that can break his positivity. So he's in this room, the day's been horrible, but he's never like been snarky with anybody or anything like that so far, I think, in the episode. The moment Dr. Cox says, why is this Goma have to try and do this on my lunch? It's like, well, that's very ethical or whatever. Man just gets snapped off it. You get me straight away. But I thought that isn't really something I ever figured before. Like the character JD, the only person that makes him break that mask and that shell of being the nice guy is Dr. Cox.
Yeah, because later on when Dr. Cox kills them patients in like whatever series it is, like he don't want to face it. JD hates him for a bit, innit? Because he's disappointed in him, and you're probably right. He's never felt like that with anyone before. Yeah,
exactly. And everyone disappoints him, to be honest. Like everyone does JD dirty. But yeah, it was the joke about the old man. It's like, this man's 3 inches away from Carla's rack and he hasn't. And then it's like, hold on, Eisenhower's a sissy. That made me laugh. Still, like, man crafted a little joke just for the old man. That was jokes. But yeah, I thought that was brilliant. Eisenhower is a sissy. I guess at this point, I think everyone's kind of established, apart from some of the other side characters. You kind of
Elliot, they established Elliot as like a knob because she throws him under the bus.
Well, first my man saves her in rounds.
Yeah, well, so he's not saving her to be nice. He's saving her to bang her.
Yeah, but you see, my man, that's what I was gonna say as well. Man does the rounds thing, and he just went smooth real quick.
But he's also saying, obviously in his head, she's like the love of his life already.
I know.
Slow down, man. Slow down. You are right, but slow down.
But like he saved her, the way he's like, she's like, anyway, I can help you. I was like, let me take you to lunch. He's like, he's smooth for a second, and then he loses it. It's like, if you want to, 8 or 9. I thought that's kind of sick. Smooth and geeky. It works though. I feel like I kind of run smooth and geeky, and I feel like it kind of works. Like I can go from like smooth, like I don't know, my Denzel voice.
After actually misses, but I ain't never seen you. I don't want to see you no smooth. Keep that to yourself.
Don't act like you ain't seen me. Oh, do you know what? Do you know the fantasy where he goes into the fantasy about I love Rare Tear Tear. You know, it's on My Wife and House.
Yeah.
And my wife and kids house.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Watch it again, bro. It's literally the exact same set as My Wife and Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, fully.
Yeah, so like on that bit, like the Dr. Cox speech.
Oh yeah, modern medicine.
That's modern medicine. Advances that keep people alive who should have died a long time ago, back when they lost what made them people. Now, your job is to stay sane enough so that when someone does come in that you actually can help, you're not so brain dead that you can't function, for the love of God.
Because that was it, and in that bit, I feel like...
But in that bit, it shows you that, I think it shows you the whole of Scrubs where it gets deep, and then straight away he makes a joke about pushing the dead body around. So that's dumb. deep and dumb like fucking a model. And then after the joke, he gives him the advice. Stop getting the nurses to do all your work, otherwise we'll fucking kick you out of here. And that's where the Dr. Cox is the father figure.
Yeah. Now you see what though?
Gets cemented, isn't it?
The main thing is obviously you see him at rounds, and he's like, "Oh, the nurse helped me with this procedure," and he winks at the nurse. Kelso don't notice.
Yeah.
Cox went there.
Yeah,
Cox don't even know the patient, but he notices. And do you know what as well? It's like he's not. Obviously, Dr. Cox is not a serious person, innit? But JD's a person that like twists him, that makes him like lose it and just go, "Well, okay, then fine." Like earlier on when he's like, "Oh, that's not very good," and he's like, "Do you know what? Let me just school this little you." Boom, look, man's fucking right next to my girl's breast and he don't care, you get me? It's fine, it doesn't matter how I talk about him. In this bit, it's like, he's like, "Oh, you want to give me some real advice?" He's like, "Oh, you want some real advice? Keep fucking up using the nurses, yeah? You're going to be out of here quick." Yeah. That was the real advice.
But
you know
also,
I mean?
when you like do a job like that, surely you got to make a joke of death because you're around it 24/7, innit?
But then as well, it's like, I think I wrote something about it, but it's like, JD's got a good heart in it and it keeps that a lot through it. Like, I think through this episode, really, his heart should be destroyed by the end of the day, but it's not, you get me? And it isn't until later on, you know, like later on it becomes a bit jaded and his brother gets involved to try and change it. But I think a lot of the series is about JD having a good heart, and I think it's shown in this episode, like, when he helps. I think it's Mr. Bursky, his first patient.
Like, is that the gas one? The fart?
Yeah. We gotta find out if the gas is harmful to other people while they're in the lift. But yeah. Oh yeah, and he warns him about Kelso there. He's like, I've written it down. Dr. Kelso is the most evil human being on the planet and may, in fact, be Satan himself. And it's true.
Yeah, and then he says that, and then when Dr. Kelso says to JD, "You scared about doing on call?" and he's like, yeah, can I skip this one, when he has to tell that the person died? And he literally shouts at him, but he turns to Satan, and it like they flash
the
back
fire in his eyes and all that.
Fire in his eyes, so there you go. He's cemented as the bad guy, and he stays that way for about 7 years.
Oh yeah, that's when you see Turk halfway through the day, and it's like a comparison of their days, because at that point JD's feeling a bit shit, a bit scared. He's just been like told off by Cox. He knows that he ain't really doing his work. Turk's like, "I just had my hand inside somebody.
I shouldn't be allowed to do this."
He looks like he's on a high when he's talking about it. And then I did notice, because that's the first time him and Carla interact.
Yeah, he's just like, "What's
like,
up,
what's
baby?"
up?
And
she ignores him.
Her eyes at him.
But like, you think about all the people Carla ignores and Carla's character later on. The fact that later on she's like, "That's not deep." Yeah. Like, she wouldn't say that. Like, you could tell she was on him from the start, because she'd air people, like, in the series, she'll air people.
I want to know what he said to her to get her into the room, because we never see it in it, but like, he thinks he's going to bang her in that on-call room, and she just makes him strip off and walks out.
Yeah,
and JD's just waiting up against the door trying to sleep.
Yeah. And we meet the Todd as well after the whole.
Bro, the jealousy in JD's eyes when he thinks Todd's his new best friend,
right.
innit?
And obviously, like, they're meant to be rooming together, but it's seeming like Turk's about to strike out on his own, and I think he even says to him, "Let's see what I'm going in it after." And then it gets onto Mr. Bursky, and you see JD actually be a doctor connecting with his first patient. Which, like I said before, and his heart in it, and it don't stop there. He's got a good heart. It don't stop there. Then you get introduced to the janitor.
Oh yeah.
Now if you don't, it's the penny in the door, innit?
Yeah.
So basically, in this episode, JD suggests that there might be a penny in the door that the janitor's fixing.
Well, janitor's fixing like an automatic door. JD just says, "Yo, what you doing? Maybe there's a penny in there." And then he's like, "If there is a penny in there, I'll take you down." And then you find out there is one in there at the end, and then that's like his nemesis for the whole of the
Mama makes his life hell from that point forward. But yeah. And then we get back to the second bit around. So if you think about it, you can look at it as two halves of an episode. You got the first half before he meets Turk, before Dr. Cox tells him, "Oh, you've got to change what you're doing and fucking be responsible for what you're fucking doing out here." Then you got the second part. So this next bit around, you get me? It's like, man's there, he ain't got the answer. He asked, that's the worst part. He asked Elliot, and she's like, "I don't know."
Yeah,
then they ask Elliot. I know, throws him straight under the bus. And then they ask Elliot. And she's like, oh yeah, this is the answer. And if you notice, like when he gets asked, because he's like fantasizing about my girl when he gets asked a question, it's deer in headlights, isn't it?
Yeah.
When he gets hit, it isn't when he gets a question wrong. It's when she gets the question right.
She's throwing him under the bus, isn't it?
Yeah. Nah, it ain't even a bus though. It's like deer in headlights, and
yeah,
so
but
it's
that's
like
the analogy. He's a deer in headlights, and she's fucked him under the. That's
Under
how
the
I seen it. Throwing him under the bus, but obviously it's a lorry in America.
Yeah.
Like
But that's what I'm saying though. It's like obviously a deer in headlights is you being shot by something, innit? Or something's made you freeze, innit? And it's like, the question's made him freeze, but it's like a different truck hit him. You get me?
Yeah.
But like I thought that was sick. Just that little bit there, like rather than the truck hitting him when he's flipping on the bit, like when he gets the question wrong, it's when the girl's all over him.
She fucks him.
Yeah. And then we get to like one of the. I guess this is not one of the biggest lessons, but my man's there talking to his boy. They're about to do some shit for a patient. Actually, Turk's there to tell JD you don't really want to live with him no more. And JD's shook to do a bit of a procedure with a big needle. Man just grabs the needle.
Like, learn by doing.
Yeah.
Learn by doing.
And I think that's a big message for us because I don't know, you can kind of stand there. I think we're kind of like JD a bit. This
is what we're doing now, innit? We're just doing it, learning as we grow.
Yeah, after 2 years of trying to find the right needle.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Our big needle's the intro. We can't figure out the right intro.
Yeah, man. Honestly, don't worry about the intro, man. If it sounds funny or it sounds different, we're working on it, okay? We're trying to get it right. But yeah, learn by doing.
But then you need a bit of both in it because JD's overthinking. Turk just whacks it in. Turns out the needle is too big. Then whatever they're trying to drain out of that woman's belly, it fucks up and Turk just walks off.
I know, that's what I think's peak about it. My man fully leaves him with it.
Can we just say, why is the woman listening to the reggae
I know. Though, bro, someone might say that about you in 40 years.
Yeah, true.
It's like, why is this guy listening to old gigs? Why is man listening to Talking a Heart? He's with his hand on his heart. But yeah, the episode just kind of goes on from there. You kind of get to see his day and the little things doctors deal with. Him being scared of saving lives when a code happens, and you see a lot of them hiding in closets because they're
that's
just not
funny
ready.
because like he's running to it and he's like, "This is what a code is." Someone's like heart stopped. The first one to get there, he's responsible for everything, and he's like, "What the hell would I want to do that?" And then he just runs and hides. Yeah. And then he finds Elliot there, and then he's like, "Oh, I don't want to sleep with you anymore." And she's like, okay, then sticks it on him and straight away he's like, okay.
Man bluffs the puff and she bluffs him with the pussy, but you know what? But it's happening to both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
Because it happens to JD, he's like, I don't even want to sleep with you. And she's like, oh, really? Because we could do it. It's like, boom, told ya. And then next, Turk's getting flipping stripped naked for nothing in the on-call room, which I think is jokes. And that's when, obviously, at that point, JD's just fully full of jealousy as well. Like, I'd never do my boy dirty like that, innit? But I can't lie, yeah. I am that type of guy to be like jealous, like when someone's doing good. Not jealous, but be like, where's mine?
Yeah.
Like when you got with your wife and you guys are going on holiday all the time, I'm like, where the fuck's mine still? You got your house, I'm like, where the fuck's mine? But the reality is you gotta do it yourself. You gotta kinda, and that is what JD learns in this episode still.
I didn't realise that, to be fair.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not bad about it. I don't like hate on my friends and that.
Yeah.
But I know sometimes I'm like, yo, I wish I had what they had. I wish I was doing. I wish I was there. You get me? Why aren't I? Sort of thing. I'm like, that's why, you know, when we got our key rings and I said to you, I should have the JD one. You're like, nah, I should have the JD one. Yeah. It's because I know I'm more like him. Like, I'm a bit more like, I feel like when it comes to like how you act in life, you're more like Turk. You're the one that just learns by doing. You get me?
Yeah.
You got your girl. You got your house. You got your job. You do your shit. You get me? Me, I'm more like, I'm sitting there trying to plan out every little aspect so it goes right rather than just trying to do it, innit?
But you need both, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
It works out good.
But that's what I mean. I think that's why.
What key rings did we end up with?
I got Turkey, you got JD.
Oh, you want to swap them?
Nah, screw it, man. I'm the black one. But nah, it is watching that show and realising that part of JD and thinking, oh shit, that's like me. But then what he actually does about it is he learns from the people, like he keeps his heart big. He keeps his friends close, and rather than hating on them, he says, you know what I mean? He looks at them and he's like, there's points in the show when he's jealous of Turk and Carla, but he never takes it out on them, you get me? He like says, what am I doing? Where's my life? You get me? And I just kind of turn it into that now, and it kind of puts fuel under me.
Look at you living. You look nice now.
Yeah, I live in alright. Bro, you're still on your second house and I'm renting. Now, don't get me wrong. It don't put me down, but it definitely makes me think, yo, there's still more I can do. I need to, and that's what I do whenever I'm looking at house shit. It's you that I call, you know, because you're like the one that inspires me for that shit.
I love that shit, innit?
Yeah. Nah, but even more than you loving it and me knowing you loving it, you're my inspiration, bro. When I look at someone that's got a house or someone that moves property and that, not moves property, bro. You ain't got like loads of them.
Wait there. Let's put it out there. I'm not no mogul.
Bro, you're a mogul to me, man. But nah, for real. And I feel like that kind of comes from Scrubs. I think a lot of the characters really like rely on each other as friends. And I think, as anyone, intros are a bit shit, so people might not know.
Well, the tagline to the show is I can't do this on my own, innit? And that's
exactly
the whole show wrapped up.
Yeah, and it's our podcast as well, and that's why Scrubs is one of the biggest parts of it. Like, we know we can't do it on ourselves. We talk about TV and rappers, but without the boys, the vibe flippers, your homies, like, it makes it harder. Like, you can always fucking compare yourself to something that ain't real. But you need to compare yourself to something that is real as well. Someone that's in your environment kind of and has the same sort of goals as you. Because if someone's got the same limitations as you in your eyes, then you can do what they can do rather than bitching about it.
There you go. Lesson.
Vibe flip. But yeah, back to the show. Enough preaching from me. So where was we? So yeah, we had them two both getting bluffed on the pussy. Which, in all fairness, has probably happened to every geezer.
Everyone.
Yeah, for real. Dr. Cox knows he's scared to be on call, which I think is pretty cool. But
he just shocks him up even more.
Yeah.
So the worst thing that you can do is kill someone.
Yeah.
But that's the absolute.
But then someone dies on him.
Yeah.
So it happens. And obviously, and he's like, you know what you can do if it gets bad? He's like, call you? It's like, no, go hide in another cupboard. Which I think is jokes. But then, again, he's calling him out on his shit behaviour.
Yeah.
Which I think is holding him accountable, which is what a teacher should be doing, really. And then you get the first Carla versus Elliot. I think it's sick because, I mean, when someone goes for you, you try and deflect on it, or you just, whatever. I think some people, like, they're just defensive in it. Yo, the way my girl 8 miles is sick. It's like, yeah, I got a thong on because I think I look good. And yeah, I need to feel good sometimes because outside of here, I ain't doing shit. Life's hard. And it's like, it ain't like, oh no, you're not true. It's like, yeah, you're true, but I'm B-Rabbit in it. This is 8 Mile. These are the reasons I am what I am. And these are the reasons why you saying that don't mean shit. It's not a cuss.
But also, how does stripping my man down make her feel good? That's what I thought.
What, Elliot?
Nah, Turk.
How does what?
She stripped Turk down, walked out, and sometimes I need to feel good.
Got me up all night. What's the song called? Power Trips, man.
Yeah, truth.
It's just not like, well, yeah, Carla was on a power trip, but at the same time, like, in my head,
she probably
hypothetically,
knew that she's gonna get with him.
Yeah, and she had to humble him in it.
Yeah.
Because Turk thought it was the shit, and yeah, she had to humble him. I think, in my imagination, but I don't know. Donald Faison, Zach Braff, if you ever listen to this, can you please? I don't know. Bill Lawrence, maybe. I don't mind Bill.
We need an Ask Bill moment.
Yeah, we need an Ask Bill moment. But yeah, that was all good. Trying to think.
And then does that...
Oh yeah, now do you know what? The sealer at the end was because she's like, word gets around about you being an uncle. It's like, word gets word around about you, miss just out for herself. It's like, jeez.
But she does that again in season 8 to the new Elliot, innit?
Yeah.
She tells her that, like,
yeah, she does
the family and you got to
and she does use the same thing about, you just out for yourself.
Again,
I didn't even catch that mirror.
Yeah. I only know because I rewatched Scrubs like last month.
Oh, that's good. You got some flipping ahead of me. And then we start to see Dr. Calso. His shit starts to slide.
Yeah,
this is when he actually turns into the demon, like you were saying earlier. It's like he asks him about he starts a fake up convo basically with him, and he's like, you got your patient on dialysis. You're trying to get your dialysis patient on transplant. Leave him on dialysis. Anyone that knows what dialysis will know that leaving someone on dialysis isn't gonna help them medically. Yeah. And obviously Mr. Bursky died, and he's like, he don't care, and it's like, basically it's like, listen, stop coming to me about transplant. And get the autopsy for this geezer.
But with the Mr. Bursky dying, it showed you the first time someone sees someone die, to like, I'm assuming Nurse Roberts saw bare people dying because she's like, yo, call him so I can go home. And Jay-Z's he's having all this like introspective moment in it.
No, I think the thing that he says in that bit that's mad is that like, and I think it's the same with anybody. When anything big happens around you, all you can think about is yourself.
Yeah,
it's like my man's there like, oh, this guy's died. How hard is it? Obviously, there's a big code. JD gets called in. Dr. Cox is there. Man basically just helps him through it, innit? Like, gives him the confidence he needs, gasses him up, gets him to do it, calls him a doctor, almost pats him on his back like a proud father.
Like, yeah, man.
But then he looks like, man, icks it off, and it's like, icky, don't do it. And then shit starts to turn around for JD.
But then now you're forgetting Carla realises he needs to celebrate, so she's like, go on then. And he's like, yeah! And then goes back to work, innit?
I do that now. Like, when I do something, I'm like, yeah, done it. Have I done it? I've done it. Yeah! Hands down again. And yeah, I think there's a sick moment. I think, again, this is a big thing about the podcast. There's a sick moment, obviously, where Turk admits to him, like, how much he's been fronting all day. And I guess, I don't know, it kind of puts in perspective. The way they say that I look up to you for certain things, it doesn't mean that you see yourself that way.
Nah, like 100%. Like, it's all relative, innit? Like, I think my life is normal.
Yeah, but I think what you've done with your house is bad.
I look at someone, bruv, I got one house, man. You making it, I got bare houses.
Yeah, bruv, but like, listen, yeah. Okay, so what? In the space of 5-6 years, you got married. Bruv, from meeting your girl to now, how long's it been? 6 years.
7.
7.
Yeah, probably.
Bruv, so you've done bare holidays, yeah.
No.
You got a yard. You got married.
Nah, but like, you're making it sound easy, and it like...
No, bruv, you made it look easy. I'm not making it sound easy, bruv. You made it look easy.
I had to follow...
No, hold on. This is one thing that me and you never really talk about, yeah. You done all this off the back of like a pretty bad relationship, a pretty bad breakup, the one you had before.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he's going to come back from that, but it must have been hard to trust and believe and shit after that.
I wanted to jump off a building, but man couldn't walk up the stairs. No, I'm only joking.
What the fuck, bro?
That was a joke.
Yo, that's like me saying I wanted to commit financial suicide, but I didn't have the credit.
Now, like,
But now, this is what I'm saying. After everything, like you say, feeling like that, bruv, finding Shiv and getting engaged, getting a house together, getting your second house together, having a dog. Like, you got it.
When you say second house, I sold one house and bought another one. I ain't got 2 houses.
Yeah, bro.
Don't let the taxman
most people.
Don't let the taxman
Okay,
come
let me put it like this: how many houses did your parents own?
Yeah,
bro. You were onto owning. Okay, you purchased your second home, owning one home before your parents did it.
Yeah, but
bro, like, you make it look easy.
It's not easy, man. Like, when I was 21. My mum gave me like $1,000 and said, "Yeah, have this. You're 21." I said to my mum, "Yo, I'm gonna buy a house with this $1,000 in it. Put it in some savings account." And till I met Siobhan, I was just saving. Then when I met, not like Siobhan, but when I met her and then I realised we want to live together, I was like, "Yo, I've got this money I've been saving for like 15 years. Let's go buy a house," in it. Like, well, like, I met Siobhan, let's buy a house. Like, I always knew I wanted to buy a house. But I was going to do it on my own, but it's just, as you know now, it's fucking almost impossible to get a mortgage on your own.
Here, bro.
And then, like, with the wedding, like, fucking, I hate loans, in it. I never get a loan, apart from a mortgage. This, my opinion, people do what they do, in it, but I think you shouldn't get a loan for stupid shit. Like, get one for a car, get one for a house, innit? Everything costs.
Get one to consolidate your debts, innit?
Yeah, everything. Yeah, if you got debts, consolidate your debts, but like, don't get a loan for like a holiday, innit? Like, go on a cheaper holiday or save for longer. That's my opinion. Like, defer the gratitude. That's what I tell myself.
Defer the gratitude.
Hello from the other side. No, it's not Adele, it's Duane. And at this point I realised I was meant to say defer the gratification, not the gratitude. Now let's get back to it. I tell myself this all the time, like, defer the gratitude. Like, I've always wanted a sick car. Like, me and my brother love cars. I want a rapid car, but it's too much money in it. Like, I could afford it, but I'll be struggling, so I don't want to struggle. So defer the gratitude. Don't get me wrong. Every day I'm on Auto Trader looking at cars, sending it to my brother like, yo, gonna buy this next week, blah blah blah.
But then you just don't and defer the gratitude. But this
like,
is what I'm saying, bro.
But it can go too far where like I get too into it, don't spend no money, and Siobhan
your girl's
will
got
be
to
like,
shout at you to buy a Mac.
We bought a laptop in it for this. Why did I had to ask Siobhan for permission? Not for permission to make myself feel like
Yeah. Because you just felt like you didn't deserve
okay.
it. This is the thing, when you told me, oh, I'm going to buy a Mac, I'm like, oh, you're wasting people. Nah, I weren't like, you're wasting people. Like, oh, your girl's going to flip it, yeah? And it's like, nah, bro, she's telling me to buy it. I was like, bro, is it this deep? Are you holding money that hard?
Bro,
this is why you and my mum get on still.
was your mum like this?
Bro, my mum's like that, 100.
Yeah.
Bro, she's a single mother who managed to get the house on her own, you get me?
Like, when you're little, my mum gives me a bit of birthday money. I'll never spend it, bro.
Bro, when I got
like
birthday
that.
money, bro, I went straight
Yeah,
to see
this
it.
is what
That's
I
the difference between me and you. I never deferred gratitude.
Yeah.
And now I'm having to. But this is what I'm saying, like, if I didn't know you properly, like JD didn't know Turk properly, he would have thought that Turk had his sick day, you get me?
Yeah.
And like, obviously, he's had to sort of drop the veil and be like, yo, I've been scared all day. I don't know how I'm going to do this. And then he's like, JD's like, you know, ask him if he wants to live with you. And he's like, I already got the keys out your bag, man. Of course. I think that's like, it's a bit cheeky still. Man was going to leave him high and dry.
Yeah. But was he though? They just, like, maybe me and you are going to live together.
Yeah.
Like, I'm Turk, you're JD.
We're still going to be best friends if we don't live together.
I'm assuming we're going to live together, so I ain't spoke about it. Where you're praying that we're not going to live together because we ain't spoke about it.
Yeah,
That's what I imagined it was like. And it like, JD wanted him to say, we're going to live together. Turk, apart from the bit where he goes, we should branch out. But that could mean getting different mates, but still living together, innit?
Yeah.
So I think, like, Turk didn't say it because he assumed it. And JD was getting pranked because Turk didn't say that they're going to live together, innit?
Yeah, I see where you're coming from still. But see what, this is the next bit, and this is the thing that gets me. I want to know if you noticed it, bro. What did Turk say next?
What, after he got the keys?
Yeah, after he said he's already got the keys. But Turk turns around to him and goes, I love you, man.
Oh yeah.
And then he laughs, innit?
I read that now.
Turk's the first one to say I love you.
Yeah, but he laughed after, like...
yeah, but it's like...
But I think he laughed because he said it as a joke because he knew that's what JD wanted him to hear.
Yeah. But I think he laughed as well. I think, bro, I think he said it because he meant it. But, like, he wanted him to know, like, JD's his boy. They've been through so much. And, like, I think maybe man was thinking he was going to branch out. And now he's like, yo, it's me and JD, but it's like, yo, maybe I'm not as ready to branch out. Like, maybe I need him like he needs me. Yeah. Because that's what he says. That's what he says. I need you, man. Yeah. So he's saying he needs him, and I think he's like, I think he's right saying I love you. And I think he's laughing because he knows how cringe it is.
Maybe. But I just think he said it because that's what he wants. I reckon he was more joking than real, but obviously he does. Because I won't be able to say that to you without laughing. I don't think.
Well, I could say that to you.
Yeah, because you're
I'm JD. Even Turk said it first, come on.
Yeah, but he's joking.
Yeah. But then we get to the end of the episode, I guess. Everything starts turning right for him.
But how long is this, bro? We need to cut this shit out.
Nah, man. It's alright, man. We're flipping whatchamacallit. Well, I think this is
Don't
the end
worry,
now anyway.
I'm cutting all that house shit out before people come from me.
Well, like I say, flipping Turk sets shit right with him. Elliot helps him by getting the autopsy and actually says sorry to him. And man, gets out of there, innit? He survives his first day, like we survived our first day podcasting.
Man, like pointing it out, I was praying, man. Like I hate my voice, and I just thought. But most people have said, "Yo, it's alright." And obviously, it's a bit like all over the place because we're just starting.
And I've been podcasting for 2 episodes.
Well, we did about 20, but about 18 of them were in the bin.
But I think this is something I realised during my epiphany. That no one's first attempt at anything is their best. I mean, if you're a genius at something, like if you're a genius at COD, you're gonna get a nuke on your first one out. If you're not, you're gonna have to put the work in and you're gonna have to learn.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm a genius at
I
some
love
things.
Cotton, man. I've never had a nuke.
I've never had a nuke, man. But then man like flipping P.
Has he had nukes?
Bruv, P used to get nukes for fun. P and 6. I used to watch them get nukes like it was funny.
Yeah.
Them
I
man
just
could have
can't
had their
like.
own channels. They were geniuses.
Yeah.
But then, them man, I don't know. Them man can't write lyrics like I used to write lyrics, you get me, or make music like I used to make music. That's where I was a genius. You get me? I just put my hand to it and it was easy. So,
Yeah, man.
yeah, sometimes you gotta put work into shit.
I've always seen myself as I can write lyrics, but I never tried.
Bro, you had some lyrics, man. What was it? Your girl's fit. No. Your girl sounds fit, but the looks are missing. That's why I call her Meg Griffin. That bar is rent free in my head. But yeah.
If any rapper uses that now, I'm coming for you.
But yeah, so this is our second day. But this is the episode about my first day Scrubs. And the lesson that we really learned was just learn by doing, man.
Learn by doing, and
Learn by
then
doing.
if you say I love you to someone, just laugh in the face straight afterwards.
Yeah.
Welcome to Flip the Vibe. I'm Duane,
I'm Nawal.
and this is the arts and culture. What can I say? Welcome to Flip the Vibe. I'm Duane,
I'm Nawal.
and this is the arts and culture podcast with a twist.
Yeah, if you want to know more, keep listening.
I thought you was doing the JD bit.
What do you mean? What JD bit?
When we're getting... Welcome to Flip the Vibe. I'm Duane,
I'm Nawal.
and this is the arts and culture podcast with a twist.
Yeah, if you want to know more about the twist, keep tuned. As you know, we fuck it up. Sorry, bro.
We're fucking up a lot.